Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the very first video of my channel, The Clarinet Chronicles. This is my very first time doing anything like this, and what I basically wanted to do was to document my journey as a clarinetist from the beginning and to chart my progression through learning a new instrument, which I feel doesn't happen too often, at least for me. Full disclaimer, I am a professional musician and I can play multiple instruments like guitar, bass, keyboards. I can play the flute, but the clarinet is the first reed instrument that I am attempting to play. So I have no idea how or what is the best way to play a reed instrument. And it's been on my list of instruments to learn. Being a composer, I write a lot of clarinet parts, and we use a lot of sample libraries these days to simulate clarinet. But what I thought would be cool is if I could have my flute playing be accompanied by a lower woodwind instrument, and I think the clarinet fits the bill very well for that. So about a week ago, I went to Goodwill, and I basically, on a whim, put in a bid on a used clarinet. Now, I have no idea where this clarinet model stands on the range of clarinets and stuff like that. And all I wanted to do was to buy something cheap. My budget was roughly around $50 or so, and I just wanted to give it a shot, see if I liked it. I didn't want to sink too much money into it just in case I didn't like the sound or just how it played, basically. So without thinking too much, I put in a bid on something. I won it, and then it arrived maybe like a few days later. And so full disclaimer, I've already opened it up and taken it apart, but I wanted to show you the box that it came in because it's something. So we have a classy Fly Girl sticker here on the top. And on the back, I guess this clarinet used to belong to an Amanda. So thank you, Amanda, whoever you are, if you're watching this, if anyone's watching this, really. So yeah, this is a B-flat clarinet, Selmer Bundy Resonite clarinet. You can see it says right here. And so I'll just show you roughly what it came with. Now, I'm hoping that I'm opening this up the right way. Okay, so again, I've been in here before, but I just wanted to show you roughly what I got. So you can see all the pieces are here. It came with a couple of reeds. I'll talk more about that later. Came with some cork grease. You see that? Come on, camera. And all the parts are intact, but one thing I didn't notice from the whole the pictures before was that this part here, you can see that some of the cork is missing. And so again, I did a whole bunch of Googling and all that kind of stuff, and I was a little concerned about that. So so I wasn't sure if it was all going to work out, basically, is what I'm saying. So anyway, fast forward to a week later, and it turns out that a lot of my initial fears about it were allayed, in the sense that not only does it all assemble well together, but it actually plays. So I'm gonna put it together now, but I'll also put up some footage that I filmed of myself, kind of making my way through the beginning stages. Now I regrettably did not film properly from the first day. I would have liked to do completely like day zero, but honestly, I didn't know if I was, even going to make it this far. So after this, I'll put up some clips of me playing. I'll do a bit of narration, I hope, and then I'll kind of bring it back to this week. All right, so thanks for listening to that very inspiring playing of the clarinet. And to all you serious clarinetists who are watching, I apologize, but I am honestly just starting out. There were many difficulties along the way. So basically, when I first got this thing, I wanted to spend as little money as possible. And so I wanted to try to use what came in the box. Now, I was told very strongly by friends to get my own reeds, but I was like, I'm just gonna, sanitize them in cleaning alcohol and just give it a shot. I mean, I don't want to spend any more money than I have if it's not gonna work out. And so basically, I used the reeds that it came with. I had no idea again how these things worked initially. So I basically just assembled the clarinet, picked out a reed, fired up some YouTube tutorials, thank you YouTube, and started working on getting an embouchure. And as you saw from some of the videos, I think by the second day I had like a note or two going. Now it wasn't a very clear note, but it was a note, a couple of notes actually. So one thing I noticed was that obviously the fingering is very different from a flute, and while it's different, at least some of the kind of muscle memory from that instrument transferred over, in that it wasn't hard for me to kind of memorize it and learn how it all worked, because it also ascends, right? You remove fingers as you go up and put fingers as you go down the scale. So that wasn't so bad. I think the main thing was discovering that the tone that I was making wasn't great, and it was very shaky. And I found that the amount of air pressure that I needed to put into the instrument was inconsistent. And so I was wondering if it was a reed thing. So basically, I'm going to show you the reed that it came with. And which one was the one that I used? Let me see. Yeah, I think it was one of these ones. So I'll just show it to you on the close-up camera over here. You can see that. Where is it? You can see, but it has a. I'm gonna try this camera. Okay, you can see that. You can see that it has a chip there on the side and stuff like that. And I was wondering if that made a difference, and apparently, again, according to the internet, it does. And so I tried. So this clarinet came with three reeds, sorry. And I went through each of them, and there was a reed, this one, that came with that actually looked, decent. And I found that made a huge difference in the sound. And so anyway, I just went away and practiced with it, and yeah, you can see more videos of the days as they go by, and it gets better. So I guess now my quest is to kind of see whether the reed really made a difference.